My name is Vanya Vriksha. I am almost in class 4. I'm still 8 years old. I write this book the most. I like this book because it has a lot of children. My name is Amaya. I'm studying in class 5 and I really like Sudha Murthy books because they're so fun to read and they're just so magical and imaginative. They're just so like dreamy and you can just like fall asleep reading them because they're just so relaxing. And I love reading her books. You can just take some treats and you can eat them while reading. It's a really fun activity to do. I love Gopi Diaries because it's all about this little cute dog named Gopi, and Gopi is so cute and it's all about him and his adventures.
I'm Sarah from Bhavan's Rajaji Vidyashram and I'm studying in grade 11. I'm not much of a reader, but like I've always been a fan of Sudha ma'am and how great of a person she is and how down to earth she is. Her personality is just way too good. And that's precisely why I'm here today. Thank you.
My name is Dikshita Gvedani. I am from Bhavan's Rajaji Vidyashram. I'm in grade 9. Actually, I love to read books and one of my favorite authors is Sudha ma'am. Her books are just amazing. And my favorite books is The Upside Down King. Thank you.
Hello everyone. We are part of a literary club called the Lit Club, and one of our favorite books by Sudha Murthy is Finding Love from the Gopi Diaries. We like it because it's very funny and it's and the way that the dog's perspective has been written, it's really cool. One of our favorite books by Sudha Murthy is Gopi Diaries. Thank you so much.
My name is D. Harini. I'm 11th grader studying SBOA School and Junior College. I'm a huge fan of ma'am as an author. But more than that, what really stood out to me is her feminism and her philanthropy. The way she daringly wrote a letter to Telco, being the first female engineer in electronics, it really motivated me, and it's such an inspiration for the feministic person inside of me. And her philanthropy and her being a philanthropist is totally moving, and she's simply an inspiration. And the way she's able to lead such a simple life in this huge materialistic world, she's probably one in a million, and I'm highly grateful for this opportunity in this meet and greet.
I'm Sudipti. I'm from SBOA school. I'm studying in 11th grade. I think it's so phenomenal that she has been such a great inspiration for all of us in a very male chauvinistic world during the 90s. And her feminism really stood out to me.
My name is Miriam and I'm from SBO JC, and then I'm from 9th grade. Her books are so entertaining and interesting to read. They have such a good continuity in their book.
I love Sudha Murthy because she makes a lot of inspirations come true in my life. I like it because it's very interesting. It's going like very interesting. I am Uttara Sunil of Chennai Vidyalaya Virungambakam. I am very pleased to get this opportunity as Sudha Murthy ma'am is the most amazing author I have ever seen. She has written many fascinating tales of her books, and also I am very pleased to meet her because of the enthusiasm that she has expressed in her book, The Magic of the Lost Story, The Magic of the Lost Temple. The way in which she has expressed how Noni had had her adventures is simply amazing. I feel as if I myself was in Noni's world, witnessing her story in my mind. Thank you.
My God. Thank you. Is it a surprise to you?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
Uttara Sunil.
Very nice name, Uttara. Who was Uttara? Tell me.
Uttara was Abhimanyu's wife.
Very good. Okay. Nice.
Good evening and welcome to Higginbothams. It's lovely to have so many of you here. The team at the store is especially enthused this evening to welcome one of our favorite authors, Mrs. Sudha Murthy. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Mrs. Murthy wears many hats: philanthropist, a social worker, and much more. But this evening, we are here to shine a spotlight on her incredible talent as an author. Known for her simple yet powerful storytelling, her books are like windows into different worlds. Her writing is all about realness. She tackles important topics with grace and sincerity, making her stories relatable to readers of all ages. We are so glad that you could join us here this evening, ma'am, as we celebrate the magic of her words and dive into her enchanting stories. We will begin the evening with a reading, specially chosen by ma'am, which will be followed by a brief Q&A, and then ma'am will sign your books. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone. Hi, children. Hi. Hi. I'm coming to Chennai after 11 years. I have not come for the last 1 decade because of various work and, projects, etc. So I felt, no, I should come and meet children who are reading my books. There are two ways I can do the session. One is I will give a sermon and they have to listen. And you have a brief question answer. I rather prefer let them ask questions than me talking endlessly. And in the process, I will tell what I want to tell. That's okay. That's because children would like to ask questions. They have come all the way to know there are certain things which they want to ask me and get the answer. I may not be the right person, but let me have fun with you. And all girls and boys. First girls I will tell, and then I tell. Okay. All of you, let us have a fun session, not serious one. You should do these things. You should not do these. No, none of them. Directly you ask questions. Before starting, I will tell a few words. Writing for children has made me much more mature than writing for adults. Because to write for children, I become a child in my mind. It takes a couple of days for me to become a child in my mind. What is it to be a child in your mind? You should think in a positive way. You should be always hope. You should have a hope. You should enjoy everything, including the mangoes in summer and rains in rainy season. And you are curious to learn everything, new things. That makes you a child inside. And once I become a child, I think like you, then I write my book. It takes more days from child mindset to become Sudha Murthy. It takes more days for me to come back. That's the reason my books, I can connect with you because I become a child. Thank you, all of you. You buy my books and you have made me rich and famous. Because you buy books, I get my royalty. And, I'm known as a national party. Wherever I go, they call me Gopi as Ajji. Ajji in Kannada means grandma, party, nani, dadi, okay, in many languages. Mama. So Gopi is my dog, and everyone has read Gopi's books, has gone through Gopi's diaries. So they all think that I'm a national Ajji and I'm Gopi's Ajji. So in any airport or anywhere, they say, hi, Gopi Ajji. First I didn't understand, then I understood only me. So I'm here, Gopi's Ajji, Gopi's Amama, Gopi's Party, Gopi's Nani. Shall we start? Give the mic.
How many books have you written in total, ma'am?
How did
Books have you written in total, ma'am?
I've written altogether 42 books. Okay. I used to write only in Kannada up to 2000 AD, 2002. At the age of 52, I started writing in English. And in 2006, I think 2005, I started writing for children. Okay. So I have 32 books in English. I have 41 books altogether. I have 265 titles in all languages. My books are in Urdu, Dogri, Kashmiri, Tibetan, what else the language you have? Sindhi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Konkani, in all languages my books are available. Next.
What was your first book?
Pardon?
First book.
First book I wrote in 1979. I traveled on my backpack from India to America. And in America, I saw many things and came back. That was in Canada, From Beyond Atlantic. It was my first book. Who was the one who motivated you to write more and more stories? Children, actually, you motivated me to write more and more. But what made me to write is different. What made me to write is different. My mother was a school teacher. My mother was a school teacher. And we were three sisters. My other sister is from Dr. Sudha Kulkarni. She is also an author. So, my mother used to tell me, every weekend we will take her in some places, one wedding, one temple, everywhere. And she used to tell me, you come back, after you come back, write 25 lines. I was not keen. I said, no, I don't want to write. Then she said, no dinner. I used to be very upset. I was a foodie. So I can't keep quiet. So I started writing. In 1 year, she went on telling me, you must write 25 lines per weekend. It became a habit. That is the reason I started writing. Later, she never told me to write, but I continued to write. I continued to write. Today, if I'm author, it's because of my mother. Please remember, mother influenced you a lot. Later, I asked my mother, why did you tell me to write 25 lines? Why not this sister and my other sister also? They did not write 25 lines. Why? She said they had different talents. This sister will do a lot of handwork, very well, painting. She used to do. Other sister used to do embroidery. She said those two people are very good in fine arts, whereas you are not good in fine arts. You are good in expression. As a mother, I recognize that what you are good at it, you are a lazy one. So she said, you are lazy. You know art of writing. And so I pushed you. So when mothers push you, please understand, they have a long range planning, which you don't understand. So I always say, children, if your mother knows what you want, better than actually she knows what you want, and she knows what's your talent, please listen to her. You'll be a better author than me.
Did you always want to be an author?
No, nothing. I never tried to be an author or anything. For me, writing is an expression. So, once I started writing for 1 year, 25 lines, then my mother never told me to write. But I enjoyed that process. If there's a good rain, then I will write something. If there's a beautiful garden I see, I will write. So I started writing my happiness, my anxiety. Examination is near. I get time. Like any one of you, I feel scared. What will happen? Then let me write. Okay? So that became my habit of expressing my emotions in writing. So it became that helped me later to be an author. But I never planned I want to be an author. No. I wanted to be an engineer and I did that. Yeah.
What, according to you, is the easiest and the toughest part of writing a book?
Easiest, more than easiest is joyful. I say when I write, I'm very happy. There's nothing that's easy or tough. I enjoy writing. And when I write the last page and put my pen down, I feel very happy that I completed. The first is your mind gets blank. That is known as a writer's block. You can't write anything. For example, if there is a book here, if you can see, House of Cards. I took 15 years to write. I wrote 2-3 pages. I was not able to write at all. Just left it. Again, after 2-3 years, I started writing. I could not. After many years, I realized why there was a writer's block in that book. Then I said, I will remove it. Let me write because I want to write, not to please anybody. Then I wrote in 45 days. It is one of the toughest book of mine. Thank you.
May I know, how did you start Infosys?
Beta, we are here for the books. However, I will not disappoint her. We started Infosys in 1981 with 10,000 rupees with the hope that India will have a good software one day. Worked very hard. Okay. Never had a holiday for 20-30 years. Never got a matching blouse because it cost money. Never did anything extravagant because we couldn't afford. My daughter got a role as a Cinderella, in her school. So the teacher said, you have to dress a princess dress for Cinderella. I couldn't afford money. I said, beta, I can't buy I never lied to children. I said, in our money, financial status, we can't buy Cinderella dress. Whatever dress you have, in that what role you get, you do that. So all these difficult periods you underwent. So starting a company, starting an entrepreneurship is not easy. It is hard. But there is always an element of luck. There is a hard work. There is a sincerity. Everything should be there in that. Thank you.
Ma'am, who is your favorite author, ma'am?
Where are you? Who is this? No, it depends. At the age of 10, I had different, at 20, different, 30, different. I have different authors at different age group. Okay? But I prefer UK based English books. Writing content is so different, which I like.
Ma'am, I have this. How many languages have you written in books, ma'am?
It's a good question. I write only in 2 languages. I write in Kannada. I write in English. But my books have been translated to 14, 15, 18 languages. There are translators for that. Like in Tamil, I can't write. But I'm quite conversant in Marathi. I'm bilingual with Marathi, but I can't write in Marathi. I can speak Hindi, but I can't write in Hindi. Writing is an art, so I have a translator. But I can write only in 2 languages, Kannada and English, only 2. Yes.
Is Noah really here?
Noah? Yes. Like Gopi. Gopi is very rare. Gopi wanted to come. Tell me, how can I bring Gopi here? He loves. He was so upset I left him. Yeah.
Does he have a house?
Yeah, my house. No, he doesn't want pet house. He's a big dog. He wants to be with me. If Gopi comes here, he'll occupy this whole sofa. In a car, he occupies whole back seat. He doesn't give me space to sit next to him because he says there's no place for you, sit in the front. So, Gopi has a house, that's my house. Or maybe Gopi's house I stay. That may be better. Okay? And he likes to sleep outside. He doesn't want to sleep inside. No, he has a lot of air. He gets suffocated. So he likes to sleep outside. Okay. Gopi's story, I'll tell you a smaller portion. Gopi is 5 years old golden retriever. And he's not a dog today. He is my heart. And, one day, Gopi went out missing. The door was open. And he went out and what Gopi faced in real life and what I felt until I got Gopi back. That is the next story which you are going to read. Gopi's Day Out. Okay? It's going to come in May. Now I want to tell you a small story. I think I must have written somewhere. I don't know. Long ago, there was a rishi by the name Durvasa. All of you know Durvasa story? Okay? Maybe no, I'll make a funny story for you. Okay, it's a real story. It's a real story. I have 2 grandchildren, Krishna and Anushka. They are away in London. And I wanted to teach them a little bit of our culture, our mythology. So I went to London and I told them, today I want to teach you about Lord Krishna. You must have read, but I don't want to teach it. And I told Krishna, who sat on a kadamba tree, and when Gopi went to take bath, he took away all their clothes and he was hiding, and they all prayed him, and they said sorry, and he gave them the saris back. I described the whole story. And Anushka, I told her that story. Durvasa is a short-tempered rishi. He came when Draupadi was in the forest, and there was Akshay Patra. Whatever you want, you get from that Patra or the vessel. Everybody wanted to eat, and Durvasa wanted. But that day, the dinner lunch time was over, and how she remembered Krishna and called him, and how Durvasa got his food. And I told my granddaughters, you read this, I told the story, you repeat next day. Next day, Krishna came and told me, Aji, I modified your story and I want to tell you. I said, better tell me. I thought I'm only author. I never do favor also authors. She told me, Krishna was a naughty boy. He used to go to everybody's house, open the refrigerator and eat paneer, cheese and yogurt. Everyone talk. Krishna's mom Yashoda has not taught good manners to me. We must complain to Yashoda. Krishna has not learned properly. It was a Christmas time. It was very cold in London. All the cold place, maybe Mathura, but Mathura is never cold like that. So they all aunties went to swimming pool and they kept their locker open and forgot and they were complaining. Yashoda should teach good manners, etc. Krishna came to know, took the locker key, went to the first floor and started playing harmonica. After some time, all the aunties came out from the swimming pool. They wanted to wear a white warm dress. And Allah, don't give me. They were worried. How can they go out with the wet clothes? So, that time they heard Krishna harmonica. They said, oh, here is Krishna. They said, Krishna, give the key. He said, don't complain to my mother. I come and open the fridge and take yogurt, milk, and paneer. They said, you should don't give. We'll sew you in the court. You kept the lady in the locker. Then there was an agreement between Krishna and all the aunties. Krishna gave the keys. After they wore one clothes, they went out. They went to Pizza Hut. They ate pizza and hot chocolate. This Krishna and the Kadamba tree story. I saw this hurdle. I said, where is the Lord Krishna? Playing flute, sitting on a Kadamba tree. And where all these women say Krishna, Lokanatha, Yogeshwara, Paramananda, please give away your clothes. Give our clothes. You are the great Paramatma. We are your Bhakta. Here the Krishna sitting and eating pizza and the hot chocolate. I looked at Krishna and asked her, Beta, tell me the story of Akshay Patra. I was a little bit worried. She said, Draupadi went to go for picnic to a forest. And Durvasa came without for lunch. What a bad man. Draupadi said, let me take it over. And they went to swimming pool. She called her brother, Krishna, please help me. I have guests. It was Sunday afternoon, there was nothing in the house. Krishna gave her a Rista pot, which was very beautiful, but on the condition, if it is dirty inside, then you will get a lot of bacteria. She opened the Rista pot, there was one grain of rice was there. She told, sorry, Krishna, there's one grain of rice. He said, don't worry. You can afford to do what I told. If Draupadi cooks something and you eat, you'll have lose motion. Because with the bacteria you will. Then they realized, they said, oh Draupadi, sorry, this time we can't eat. Next time we will call you and you'll have proper lunch at the end. I was drunk when I heard you. When is Akshay Patra, Draupadi saying, oh Krishna, please save me. This fellow has come, what to do? Krishna took the tray, ate it and said, oh, my stomach is full. Durvasa Rishi also felt his stomach is full. When the bhakti bhava of Draupadi to Krishna and when it is bacteria and it support. Then my daughter came and said, Amma, will you tell them? She was outside. She did not know this episode. She told me, Amma, will you tell them the story of Draupadi and Asrama? I said, no. I don't have a rest to tell you. Because I don't know how to convert it. I said, for Krishna, and I rather write books, let them read. It's a story. When you live in different countries, your culture is so different. You cannot visualize the bhakti what we have in India. Okay? That's why the children over here, you are very lucky you are born here. You can connect it to Indian stories and bring it properly. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Hello, Vanakkam, all Chennai readers. I understand Tamil, but I cannot speak, so I will do in English. I write because I enjoy. I write for children because nowadays party and all people, Tata and party are away. So good stories, what they knew cannot be transferred to children directly. They will come in the form of my books. That's what I am trying to do. My children are reading and I'm very happy. And after many years I'm coming to Chennai. I saw the crowd, I saw the parents and children. I'm extremely grateful for them to reading books, asking very intelligent questions. Thank you. Dhanyavad.